This is Intake, this is Operation Sportswagon, and today we are at the Sakura Picnic because, as you can tell with the clouds above us, it's spring. And this is a Japanese car event, and in Japan you have picnics when the Sakuras come out in spring. So what we're going to do today, have a bit of a walk around. This place is massive, there is hundreds of cars here. We got heaps of stuff that we can go and have a look at. Hopefully we can talk to some owners. We cannot drink beers here. This is an alcohol-free event, and we're going to drive home anyway. Let's go take a look. There's a Ferrari.
What's the retail on one of those?
More than you can afford, pal.
All the balance that this car had from when it was built has been thrown out the window with the biggest subwoofer in the world in the boot. I finally found something about an 8.6 that I like. The wheels on this one over here I'd love to get for the Z. They look awesome. Workmeister S1 3-piece with the gold nuts. Who doesn't like a bit of the gold nuttage? There's actually nothing wrong with that. It's even had a turbo upgrade or a fake intercooler put in the front. Either way, it looks cool. So we've just made it to the highlight of the event, which is the Nissan Datsun Sports Owners Club. Why is that? Because Nissans are the best cars. So there's some Micras here. That's my favourite. A couple of Zs, some old fair ladies, a couple of other Skylines. Skylines, what are they? They're a family car, not a sports car. Let's go take a look at these. All right, very rare to spot in the wild is the Hakasuka GTR mock-up. Let's go take a look at this one. Watanabe wheels are a must for every Hakasuka. The coupe is nice too. Spotless interior. It's a 2000 GT, so that's how you know it's not the GTR. Flares on the rear, not on the front. That is correct for this model, for this mock-up. No one would want to be seen standing around this thing. Everyone would be talking to them all day. They'd never get a chance to look at anything else. That's what's going on here. You sort of got to choose which one you like better, the old or the newer, the R32 next door, which seems to be the most popular of all the GTRs. I personally would take this one. This is a lot nicer. I do like the old, classic, not plastic, like the Z and Operation Sportswagon. All right, so we're with Mark. He's an avid viewer of Intake, one of our fans from the start, and we've got his 300ZX, Z32, 2+2, twin turbo. How long have you had this car?
Picked this up in end of 2009.
End of 2009, and it was 16 years old at that stage.
Yeah, it would have been, yeah.
What was wrong with it?
Nothing. It was the reason why I bought it. The guy lived in Camberwell in Melbourne.
Yep.
He bought it in 97, I think, when Zs were still worth about 40 odd grand.
And it was a Japanese import?
Stock. Yeah, yep. Japanese import. And I fell in love with it when I saw it. It was in great nick. So I bought it and then have just sort of tinkered with it a bit since then.
So you've got the Jedi 77 plates on there. What's your favourite Star Wars movie? The one with Jar Jar Binks.
Let's go with one of the originals, Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, that's my favourite too. Yeah, that's a really good one.
That's it.
All right, so what is your favourite of all time JDM car? Which car would you import from Japan?
If I had unlimited funds and unlimited garage space, it would have to be probably an R34 GTR.
And pick something that no one likes.
Okay.
I don't like your first answer, it's unacceptable.
I don't know, I haven't really given it much thought. It's always hard for me to... Can I go classic? What about I've always loved like an old, like a 240.
Yep, I had one of those.
Old,
they're real good.
Hakasuka or something like that.
There's a couple of those around.
Yeah, I saw a nice...
Probably do a swap. This one's newer, so you probably get a good deal out of that.
Sure.
So here with James, his Toyota Crown.
Yep.
What year is this Crown?
It's a 2006 Crown Majesta.
No, Crown Majesta. So that's not the taxi.
No, that's
there
the
are
Royal
a couple.
Saloon.
There are a couple of doilies on the seats.
Yeah. The athletes and the Royal Saloons are the taxis. This is the Majesta, which has the V8 in it. So it's.
So why the Crown? Because of the V8?
No, I've just had a love affair with Crowns for a long time.
And what else do you have a love affair with? Tits or ass?
Can I have them both?
Why not both? Why not both? So the whiskey, you're a whiskey drinker or a Kia and Asahi drinker? I like the Asahi.
Yeah.
I also am prone to a bit of Sapporo.
Yeah.
What'd that sting you overseas?
Those two were pretty cheap. Get them in Japan, they're like...
$70, $50?
No, cheaper than that.
The
in
cheap
Japan,
ones?
They're like $30.
Because I bought one that was $70 in Japan, or 7,000 yen, and it was like 150 or something over here.
It's a rip-off over here.
Even the cheap stuff's a rip-off over here. We're here with a couple of 370Zs. A lot of people don't like these. They think they're overweight and they don't look like a Z. But if you look at the side profile, it is very much an old 240, 260Z shape. I really like the one at the back here with all the vents. They say that the VQs in the Z32 get too hot, but this one clearly has an overheating issue, which is why it's got 5,000 vents on the bonnet. Maybe. Probably not. But it looks cool. I really like it. It's an Evil Z too. It says it, Evil. It's like the Devil Z from the Wangans. So just taking a second look at this one, I actually really like the Ron Burgundy red-brown paint job. Pairs well with the bronze wheels. It's like the I'm Bronze Burgundy. I really like it. It's good. Carbon fibre mirror things as well. So we're here in the Subaru section, and we're with early model Operation Sportswagon, this black RS Liberty or Legacy, depending where you're from. It too has had the WRX model wheel upgrade, the WRX brake upgrade, everything that we've done. Apparently we're doing the right thing because this car looks pretty sweet for an early model car. And if you look inside these pitch black windows, which you won't be able to see, there's a set of WRX style seats. I don't know if they're the right seats or not, but it's the right thing. This is where you're supposed to go. All Subarus fit, all parts fit every car. It's all sweet. All right, Daniel, tell us a little bit about this RS Liberty wagon.
It's actually an import Legacy.
So it's a Legacy. What's under the bonnet?
It has a STI motor.
Yep.
STI
any other infections?
What do you mean?
What's an STI?
Good, that's good.
Yeah, okay. How much power does it make?
Just under 200 kilowatts.
At all four wheels?
Yep.
Tits or ass?
Definitely ass, 100%.
And if you look carefully, we've found a Mazda with its motor in its normal position, apart and broken, like all Mazdas. We're with Ron. He's got an R32 GTR.
Correct.
And it's a real GTR.
It's a real GDR.
And it's really Millennium Jade.
Osaka Millennium Jade.
Ah, a different dialect of Millennium Jade.
Osaka Millennium Jade it is. Yeah, came out of Japan like that 9 years ago, 10 years ago.
Now, did you import the car yourself?
I imported the car myself.
And is this the dream car that you wanted to import? If you could import any JDM car, this is it.
This is the one.
Not the blue one down the end.
No.
Everyone says the blue one.
No, because this is the Bathurst winner.
Oh, I see.
This is the one that won Bathurst twice.
And that is a really important detail for the Australian viewers, because the people overseas wouldn't understand.
No, people overseas wouldn't understand, but this model won Bathurst twice in 2 years, and then it got banned.
Yep.
Because it was too quick for everything else.
Because the Bogans didn't like it.
No, the Bogans didn't like it, no.
Right.
No. That's why Jim Richards called everyone...
pack of dickheads, weren't they?
Pack of arseholes.
Pack of arseholes.
You're all a pack of arseholes. Runs an E85, it's got a stroker kit through it.
Yep.
OS Geekin transmission.
Ooh.
So it was all done in Japan.
That is all the buzzword, and it's all JDM mods too.
All JDM mods, all done in Japan.
Yep.
And I bought it off Global Auto in Osaka. So if anyone ever wants to go to Japan, go to 7-Eleven. Make sure you go to a Japanese 7-Eleven.
Hot tip for the day, if you go to Japan, 7-Eleven is your accommodation, your breakfast, your lunch and your dinner.
And the best toilets, heated seated toilets at 7-Eleven.
What about heated seats in this? Would that be a mod? No.
No.
No, okay.
No, it wouldn't be a mod.
So everyone always raves about the taxis in Japan, but just for everyone outside of Australia, this is what we've got here. The fares are a little bit higher to pay for the defects. Not very comfortable, get you there faster. No one wants to see this. Come on. So somebody's got a really good taste in wheel. However, he's got the centre caps that I'm missing. They're like 250 bucks on eBay. I can't find them any cheaper than that. But clearly, watched intake too, because these are the same colour as mine. He's painted them at home. And they look fucking awesome too. Well done, dude. And if you're really lucky, you can find a model of your car, like this Subaru owner's done, and put it in your car, so you can car while you car. It's like the car inception? Incarceration. It's in-car entertainment. You play with it. This model Supra is the best Supra. Everyone likes the newer one after this one, but these are the best ones because the pop-up headlights are the tits. So standing in front of a S30, this is actually a 240Z. I've seen the taillights in the back of it. I actually know this car. This is from Queensland originally. Interesting note about this one is drilled through the front bar here to fit the plumbing fittings for the oil cooler. Actually, it looks quite cool. fun fact about this one, you can near replicate the look of this car exactly, get the look, from the Need for Speed 2015 game. Probably down to the aftermarket copy fender mirrors. They're not genuine at all. I can tell because I know about these things. I also know a lot about this car. It was recently purchased for over $50,000. And behind us we have two breeds of GTR, a big one and a small one. It's interesting to see the actual size differences between what is really not a too early model. The R33 is quite a big car. That's why people hate them, because they're ships. It's the QE2 there. This one's fucking massive. It is insane. That's enough holding hands. Tell me about this 180SX.
This is my 1989 180SX.
And it really is a 180SX because it's got the CA18 in it?
Yep, CA18. Pretty stock. It's got a T28 ball bearing out of an S15.
Yep.
Yep.
Bit of response.
Yeah,
Yep.
good response. Starts coming on boost around 3 grand and full boost by about 4 grand.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, running about 12 pounds.
These club reg plates look pretty new.
Yes.
So how many times did you get defected before you bought these?
Well, actually, before I even tried to get it registered, I knew I had no chance. So I thought I'd just go club reg.
Yeah, fair enough, okay.
Yep.
The wheels are very small. How do you fit big brakes behind them?
Just barely.
Yep.
There's about 5mm clearance.
Yeah, did you shave them off with an angle grinder at all?
No, they fit straight over the top. Like
Straight
that.
over the top.
Yeah.
All right, if you could do any mod to this 180, what would it be? Paint.
I want to build the motor. That's about it.
Motor. Yeah, good answer. Good
Gorgeous.
answer. Yep. Not an SR20 in there. Not a KA24. Not an LS1.
Like that. No, I love
Not
the
an,
CA.
not an RB. Just the CA.
Love the little
The
CA,
baby
little
RB. Yeah, little RB. Okay. Now the last question I've got for you today is: do you like boobs or do you like an arse?
You know what? It used to be booze, but I think arse man these days.
I think it's a grown-up thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
just something to grab hold of. Like boobs just sag down and it covers your belly button and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the girls I date at this age, but
Oh, you wait till you get to my age. I'm only 43.
Oh, sick!
I think that was someone just blowing up their CA. All right, confirming my suspicions about the FT86 BRZ, we're going to talk to the owner of this one. Do you want to tell us a bit about your car, mate? No, it is a toy car, just like I thought. Okay, so we're here with Ash and is this a 240 or a 260?
Yeah, 240.
A 240Z. We've had a couple of those on the show today because they are just fantastic cars. Now, Ash, tell me, how much did your carbon fibre bonnet cost you?
Someone gave me the carbon wrap,
Yep.
and yeah,
Did you put it on yourself?
I did actually. That's my first attempt.
That's
at a
actually
carbon
pretty
wrap.
good because I fucked up my first attempt of wrap.
Yeah, it's not. There's a few interesting bits there, but it's not too bad.
Not the end of the world.
But I
Now
only
thi-
did it because I stuffed the paint up. So yeah,
Oh, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
Now, this is a race car, isn't it?
it was a race car
Because
yeah,
it's got a
yeah,
roll
yeah.
cage.
Yeah, it was a race car. And when I had an accident in it about 10 years ago, and rebuilt it back as a road race car.
And now, have you had a recall for your Takatas?
No, I think they need it though.
Fair enough, fair
They
enough.
might not be genuine, those Takatas.
Now, you're not unfamiliar to many a Japanese car. So if you could get one Japanese car amongst all others, what would it be? Anything.
One of the like late 80s Le Mans cars, like the R89.
Oh, yeah, that is a good answer.
Yeah,
We haven't
they're
had an
really
answer.
nice.
We get people saying Skyline or 180. They never say anything special like that.
No, I love the race cars.
What would you do with it though?
I'll probably run it in historic events.
Yeah, I never thought of it like that
Yeah.
before. Actually, that supercharger belt's the whole engine belt. That's pretty sweet. So how many JZs you got, dude?
Just got one.
One JZ.
One only.
One only. Thanks. Yeah. So you're a member of the JAF in case you break down?
Yeah.
And they service out here?
Yes, they do.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Australia-wide.
One JZ only. One JZ. So where would the second one go if it was a 2J?
Up here.
Comes up with it. So, you got a couple of t-shirts for sale? I've got a couple of dollars in my wallet waiting to get one. What do you got going on here? Black one here?
Got the black Sakura Sakura Picnic t-shirt. It's got the new logo of the Toyota Car Club on the arm, on the sleeve, just on the right there.
Oh,
Some cars on the front there for you.
excellent. Now, can I have a large?
Certainly can. Just one shirt for you today.
One shirt for me, and I need one of these stickers for my car.
Now the stickers are $2 each, or you can get 3 for $5.
Well, I better get 3 for $5. That seems like a better deal. A wise investment.
Yes, it is.
Word of the day. Good value, I think. Beauty, thanks very much.
Hope you're having a wonderful day.
We are. Thanks heaps. See you next time.
See you later.
All right, Craig, tell us a little bit about this silly car.
Okay, this little silly car is similar to one that my wife had when we first met 30 years ago.
Oh, so now this is your wife's car, isn't it?
This is my wife's car, it is not my car.
So trying to relive the...
We are trying to relive our childhood in some way, shape or form, yes.
Yes, yeah, fair enough.
So...
And did it look like this when you bought it?
Exactly the same wheels. So
Yep.
they are the wheels that were on the car 30 years ago.
Yep.
Okay, it is the same colour as the car she had 30 years ago.
Yep.
The car she had 30 years ago was a TA23. This is an RA23, so just a slightly different model. You can't buy
What makes the difference?
the engine size.
This is bigger?
This is bigger. Bigger is better.
Yeah. But it's still only a 4-cylinder.
It's still only a 4-cylinder, mate. Yeah, like it's only 2 litres, so...
How many cams has it got? 2 cams. Yeah. It's a one cam per 2 cylinders.
Yep. That'll do.
Now, if you could do it all again and you had to spend the money on a car and you could pick any other car, would you still pick this one?
For her, yes. For me, no.
What would you buy yourself?
At the moment, I'm actually doing a little Corolla.
So if you could pick any car in the world, what would you buy yourself?
Love the R31 Skyline.
It's just a shoebox.
Yeah, it is a shoebox. Okay. I had a GQ Patrol, so
Yep.
that's a square box.
It's a big box.
It is a big box.
Big box, little box.
So I got something for big boxes. Okay.
I've got something
Don't
with a
go
big
there.
box. Okay.
Don't go there.
I've been told off on my own show.
So
How many cars have you got here?
3.
How did you drive them all here at the same time?
I got a wife,
Yep.
a son, and me.
My son can't drive, he's too young.
No. Oh, actually, look at the size of him, would you?
He wouldn't fit in that Corolla.
That's what he drives.
Do you find something comical about my appearance when I'm driving my automobile?
Yeah.
Check the leg
His
room.
knees, his knees.
Check the leg room. Hey?
And you drive this all the time. So this is a car that's built for a man of my stature.
Yes, or even shorter.
Well, there's not many of those around. Now, do you guys have something to do with the event today as well?
Only we're part of the Toyota Car Club.
So how long has the Toyota Car Club been running the Sakura Picnic?
This is our 2nd year.
And what other events do they run?
They run Classic Japan.
I'm putting you on the spot here.
Classic Japan.
Yep.
Classic Japan in December.
Yep, I've been to that one too.
Yep, get on it. Okay, 16th of December.
16th of December, Classic Japan.
Okay,
My
so
Z
Classic
car will
Japan
be
and
there.
the party at the same time.
Ooh.
Turning 21 again.
Oh, if I don't hear happy birthday over the loudspeaker, I'll be very disappointed.
I'll leave it to you to organise.
Oh, I'll be on that.
There you are. Yep, on the spot. On the spot.
And is there any other
we
events?
also do Toyota Winterfest.
And what part of the year is that held?
Winter.
Fancy. So that's the end of our coverage of the Sakura Picnic car show today. I'm going to go swap into my sweet new t-shirt, grab myself a taco from the Cantina food truck over there and sit back, grab a Red Bull from the Red Bull display and just enjoy the atmosphere for the day. Hope you guys enjoyed our coverage of this event as much as I did and as much as I enjoyed walking around it. And stay tuned for the next episode of Project Z. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe notification bell, otherwise you won't know when we upload videos. And check out our Facebook, our Instagram, comment below, and I will write back to you personally, like a letter from Santa Claus. Peace out. See what I tell you, you get one sticker left, no one takes it. They think someone's put it there. Can't get rid of the last one ever.